Alright, this is going to be my little review here on the new Tactical SBA3 retractable arm brace. If I can remember correctly, these did just start, or SB Tactical announced 3 weeks ago that they would be shipping these out. So these are roughly been out for a month now. I've seen a couple different little reviews on YouTube here, but no one really takes it up close like this and kind of really lets you look at it all and kind of talks to you about it, and that's what I'm going to be doing here. My first impressions, it's just like polymer, nothing special there. It doesn't seem to be like the best polymer. You can kind of see the end there. It is like smoothed out. It does have ambidextrous QD mounts here for your sling with a middle insert, which is good. There is like a little bit of rubber right here. You can kind of see this is like a rubber plastic, and then it kind of goes into like a more rubbery thing. Like this is solid right here. I did get this from Palmetto State Armory there, as you can see. Let me kind of talk to you about this real quick. SB Tactical's own website has them listed for $169.99, but they are out of stock. Brownells had them for $135.99, listed as pre-order only. Joe Bob Outfitters had them for $129.99, but they were out of stock. Optics Planet had them for $129.99. They had it listed as limited quantities. So, I mean, they are in stock on Optics Planet. You can go on their website and buy this right now for $130 with free shipping. Wilson Combat also had them listed for $129.99, and it did look like they were in stock on the shopwilsoncombat.com. So, I mean, the typical price for this is $129.99. Even though they are $169.99 is their MSRP. I have seen other sites listed it for around $110, but they were out of stock. I don't think they've even gotten any in yet on that site, but I'm not familiar with them, so I'm not going to mention their name. These do come in black or FDE. I don't think they come in any other colors yet. They do come with their own buffer tube, which is this one right here. What I really like about it is it functions like a regular stock. You lift this up to adjust it, you pull this down to take it off. And that's what I really like about it. Everything's pretty much polymer on it, except for this little bit of rubber here. You have that middle insert there, and it looks like little aluminum pins in there to hold all this on. Kind of a funny shape there, but it does feel like the way it's kind of angled to like put on your cheek, and it does feel nice on your cheek. But as you can see here, there's just not much room to put your arm in there. In fact, you can kind of see my arm here. I mean, I'm not really fat. I know I kind of got fat hands, but I only weigh 189 pounds. So let's see if this will fit on my arm. That is very Velcro-y. Okay, there you see there. I mean, maybe a child's arm. Maybe like a 10-year-old. But let's see what I can do here. Try and put this on my arm. There you go. I mean, it barely goes around there. You don't have much Velcro at all. In fact, I can barely, look at that. Barely come. Maybe if I slide it down my arm on my wrist some. Let's try that on my wrist. Now I can actually get the strap to go in. I'll show you guys just a second. Sorry, but I can barely get it to wrap around and lock on. So maybe something like that, made for your wrist, not your actual forearm, but maybe your wrist is what they're actually made for. But I'm not sure if this position would really work, on the gun. I have to try that again here in a little bit and see if it would. You just, not much room there at all. To me, with the ATF's new ruling, what they came out with last year, saying, you know, that you can shoulder SB Tactical braces, that it does not, you know, change the definition or whatever of them. So now it looks like, to me, honestly, SB Tactical is just submitting things into the ATF to kind of see what they can get away with. Like, I guess there's no harm. All the ATF can say is not approved. It just kind of makes me wonder, you know, what all they have submitted to the ATF and what the ATF denied or whatever. I would like to see some of those designs. Actually a little shocked that the ATF did approve this, but I'm glad they did. I mean, in my opinion, let's face it, with this on your gun, I mean, this is basically an SBR, a short-barreled rifle. I mean, this is you can see here by the end, this is a little rubbery, but it's very firm. See, I'm pressing hard on it. It doesn't bend at all. I mean, it just feels, with this and that, it just feels really nice against your shoulder. I'm kind of show. It does, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it, but it fits really tight on the buffer tube, and it makes it kind of hard to go to each position on the stock. Like initially, I was thinking like this was just like a 3 position, but it's a 5 position. But you kind of have to pull hard to get it to go to each position, and so as you're pulling hard and then it wants to move, it's kind of difficult to get to each position. But let me show you guys the buffer tube here, then I'll show you what it looks like on the buffer tube. This is the buffer tube here that they do come with. I do like that they say made in the USA on them. You can kind of see here, for some, they say it's only a 5 position, but it comes with a regular 6 position buffer tube. You can see there 3 in the front, 3 in the back. A little unique, I thought, was the 3 back holes here are open, so like you can get it to inside the buffer tube. You can actually see the spring right there. But I mean, that's a little weird. I don't know why they're open like that. I don't recall, if I remember, any buffer tube I've ever had be open like that. Because you know, when you oil your gun, you're oiling mainly your bolt carrier group, and you know this is where your bolt carrier group goes when your gun is cycling. So you know there's going to be probably some oil leaking out of these holes into your stock, or your brace, excuse me. So thought that was just a little weird. They all appear to be like the same depth to me. So I mean, if this is a 6 holes, I don't know why it's not a 6 position stock. But of course I'm about to show you all what it looks like on there. But having this extended end plate and castle nut from from Strike Industries, I do lose the first position on here. So it is kind of like I said, it's a tight fit, so it's a little bit of a pain to get on and off, but it's not really that bad. You just kind of have to push on it as you're pulling up. There we go, not that bad. All right, kind of hear it there. I don't really like that. You can see it kind of locked. Kind of hear it, that little spring in there, and it locked again, locked up. But so this would like be the first position if it could go a little bit forward, and then this was the 2nd position. That's the 2nd or 3rd, 4th, and the 5th position. It will not go to a 6. I'm only getting 5 out of it. So I'm guessing, since this goes on what looks to be just a typical buffer tube, I would imagine you could probably use any buffer tube with this. I mean, however, they do ship with their own buffer tube, which is nice. Again, let's kind of see what I'm saying. Like, if you just had this on your wrist, because I mean, that's pretty much all you can do there, is just have that on your wrist. There's just not enough room, unless you're like really small, maybe a female. But I would, if you have it fully extended, the brace would have to be right there on my arm, on my forearm. And there's no way I can get my forearm in that hole and have that Velcro strapped around. There's just no way to do that. Even in the closest position right here, all the way up, it would still not work on my wrist. It would still have to be on my forearm. So in my opinion, there's no way to have this strapped to your arm. There's not enough Velcro there. There's not a big enough hole there to go around your arm. This is made to be shouldered. I mean, that's just the bottom line. And with the ATF's new ruling, I mean, they might as well just give up the SBR thing, all that paperwork. You know, it's a little bit ridiculous there. Some of these gun laws, you know, there's a little weird. I'm sure a lot of you know that. But just kind of wanted to do my little review here on it. I'm not too impressed with it, but I have to say I do like this better than the Saab brace or like the SIG brace. I never really liked the SIG braces because they were always bulky. I like this better than like the Shockwave blade. You know, it's retractable just like a regular stock. I mean, if it wasn't for really the strap, it looked like a regular stock. I have heard though that you can get in trouble if you take the strap off. Don't know how true that is. Again, don't take anything I say like serious. I'm not a professional or anything like that. You might want to double check all the information I say. I don't want to get anybody in trouble or anything. And also, you know, I live in Tennessee. The laws here may be different from where you're at. Kind of change it here and you can kind of see there what it looks like on a AR pistol there. Overall pretty nice. Got a nice look to it. Like I said, just kind of wanted to do this little review on it where they are new, kind of give y'all a real good up close look at it and everything. Let y'all see it. It's a little noisy there. Not too bad. This is my new AR-15 pistol rebuild I've done. Check out the video on that if you have not seen it. You know, I got a lot of work and money in this thing. So we got the Barking Spikes Tactical Barking Spider 2 on there. You know, check out the review video on this if you have not seen it. Also, I'm working on a few other things right now as well. So please subscribe so you guys can check that out. I do have 3 other AR builds that I'm going to be completing this year. Also have a new gun coming, something chambered in 17 HMR. Supposed to be pretty nice. You know, I bought it brand new. That should be here in a few days, so look forward to a review video on that. And that's really about it on my review here for the SB Tactical. I forget if I mentioned the weird shape. As you can kind of see there, it is a weird shape. You can kind of see it there when it's a little upside down. But I guess the way it's made, though, it does feel real nice and comfortable up against your cheek. You know, it's got the top and then the sides go at a perfect little angle for your cheek. Really nice there. But you know, like I said, these are typically $130 is what you can expect to pay for one of these. Again, they are kind of hard to find. If you do want one, like I said, Optics Planet has them in stock right now, but probably not for long. And also, I would expect Palmetto State Armory to be having these in stock in the next few days. So there's my little review there on the new SB Tactical SBA3 brace. You know, please subscribe and check out some other videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.